start for you. I apologize for that, but we are underway, at least on YouTube, having a little bit of technical difficulties on WMUX, but here we go. Brianna O'Neill, left side. Up top, Shelby Little, shot towards the net, tipped in front, rebound saved by Colorado in front there. And here we come back the other way.
John, let me tell you something. I got a chance to walk around during warm-ups. This is a big Colorado team. They've got a lot of size, play physical hockey, but UMass coming off a victory, or excuse me, a tie against Northeastern, they feel like they're well poised in this one.
And Colorado's coming off of a weekend sweep of Utah. A shot by Dustin went wide of the goal. And UMass in the last game, like you said, Jacob, tied to Northeastern. Another shot blocked by Dustin herself. That was Pearson on that attempt. And here come the Buffaloes. They'll fire it in deep. Wallace chasing after it to the left. Wallace sends it behind the goal, and it's picked up by Maganaro, who will go ahead for Julia Williams. It goes over the line. Kennedy Pearson. Pearson to Williams, skating into the zone. She shoots, saved by the Colorado goaltender. If you're just joining us, John Ruggiero, Jacob Rapper here at the Mini Mullins Center. And I hope we've joined our viewers on WMUA X, should there be any. The puck goes in deep. Around to the right side. Lily Sparrow couldn't grab it. And here comes Colorado once again. But a nice play there by Abby Dunn, stepping off her line. And here comes UMass again, but pressured from behind is Joanna Zhu, and that allows the Buffaloes to go ahead with it. And UMass will regain control. Only 2 minutes into this one.
And John, if we take a quick pause and think back to last week, UMass had a pretty strong game against Northeastern. They played really well. That one went into overtime, ended in a tie. That's a D2 team in Northeastern, but they're a strong team. Coach Bill Wright said they're a team that you should respect, and I thought they played them pretty hard. They have a different opponent in this one in Colorado, flying halfway across the country. It's going to be a good night of hockey.
Yeah, and picking up the goals for UMass last week was Brianna O'Neill and Joanna Dustin. Brianna O'Neill had incredible shot on the power play. Jacob ripped it far top right corner, and that was able to tie the game for UMass. Just a couple mistakes in the last game didn't allow them to go ahead with the lead at any point in the game. But here's a 2-on-1 for Colorado, cutting in towards the net. A shot just went wide of Matthews. Or that's not Matthews in goal, Jacob. That's Mary Honan today. So used to seeing Sarah Matthews, who has been lights out for UMass. Mary Honan will get the start tonight. Puck behind the goal. And picked up by Colorado. Cut off at the point by Riley Evans. Gromko chasing after it in the corner. And Farrella couldn't get it past the red line. O'Neill tries to chip it back in. Cut off at the blue line once again. Back to Evans.
And, John, if you want to talk about good shots, you talked about O'Neill on the power play, but Joanna Dustin also had an insane goal at our own end on the right side. She went bar down. She's another player that comes into this. Had a couple of goals against Assumption. She's on fire right now, John.
Yeah, she sure is, and she's one of the great leaders for UMass. And so is Brianna O'Neill on the puck right now. O'Neill banks it off glass, not out. And back to Evans in the corner. 16 minutes left in this first period. Puck goes over the line. O'Neill's been out there for a couple of minutes now. She'll head to the bench. And here comes UMass. Little shot. Sticked aside by Colorado.
And that was a really good opportunity for Little. She was looking far side, went low blocker pad, provided a really juicy rebound. UMass just unable to get on the same page as now here comes Julia Williams the other way.
Cut off once again at the blue line, and Pearson is offsides. 15:34 left in the first period. Neutral zone face-off.
Want to thank everyone for tuning in, as always, on 91.1 WMUA Sports and also on our live stream on YouTube. Our third game of the season, John, already getting rolling here.
Yeah, we sure are, Jacob. It's been a fun thing we've been doing. Never done these YouTube streams before, and we thank everyone that's tuned in. We're happy to do it and give club hockey team some coverage, and it's much deserved. But here's Colorado trying to get out of their own zone, but it's taken over by Dunford. She'll shoot just over the bar. That wasn't as high as it seemed because the goalie just did not catch that. That could have snuck in the post there.
No, that's what I was thinking, John. That didn't miss by much.
Right. Here comes Colorado. Fischelli shot, save, Honan, and she catches her own rebound.
The most dangerous opportunity so far for Colorado. Fischelli down the near wing, and it hit Honan's blocker and then kind of caromed to her glove. Her quick reflex is able to snag that one, but Colorado starting to apply some pressure here. They have 2 shots on goal. UMass with 4.
McDonald's shot from the point went wide, and it's sent over the line by UMass and right back in. Delayed offsides. And here's Maganaro. She'll send it up the right side. Nice play by Dunn, looking for Zoo just over her stick. And sent right back in by Aaron Bennett. McDonald on the far corner. And sent over the line by Colorado. Back and forth we go at the Minnie Mullins Center. 4 shots for UMass, 2 for the Buffaloes. Bennett finds the stick of Dunn for the tip into the zone. Here's the Colorado captain. She'll go over the line, can't get it deep. And right back to the UMass zone. Carl Stein for a shot that saved. The rebound is loose there in the slot and sticked away. And here comes Colorado once again. She's cut off at the blue line, delayed offsides for a whistle. And that was probably the best chance of the day for UMass.
Yeah, John, that was a really good opportunity. They tried to shoot it high, provided a rebound. We've seen a couple really juicy rebounds early. UMass just unable to get really strong wood on it. We're almost 7 minutes in here so far, but great tempo both ends of the ice.
Clean win by UMass off the faceoff. It's Gromko up the left side. She'll skate around on her forehand to the right corner. Hannah Gromko. Up top to the point, Itel. Back to Gromko. Right side, Brianna O'Neill looking out front. It's a shot by Arguin that's saved for a whistle.
And John, just a couple of games in, I think Arguin's been really strong for UMass. Obviously playing alongside O'Neill, she's done a nice job of getting her involved. But for a short player in Arguin, she's parked herself in front of the crease a lot, able to battle some bodies out in front. Almost a good chance there.
Brianna O'Neill tried to win her own faceoff there, but it's banked off the boards to the left side. A board battle there. Hairston trying to get out of that corner. She goes down, and Buffalo goes ahead. Wallace, she'll look cross ice. And that puck pops up high. It stays there on the half wall. They go behind for O'Neill and around to Itel. She'll try to find Arguin. She leaves it behind, and it's sent up to the red line. Here comes Colorado once again. Hairston banked it off glass and right back out. Both teams just trying to find their footing early on this one. A lot of neutral zone play as Colorado goes for a change. The big defenseman Riley Evans, a freshman, her pass is cut off there. And here comes the Buffaloes, a shot that's off the post. I think that caught iron on the right side there.
It did.
And now Fischelli, she tries the bad angle shot, wouldn't go. And here comes Julie Williams looking for a little bit of a break. She tries to send it up the ice for Pearson. It's going to go all the way down. No icing. Pearson apparently beat the rush. Board battle there in the corner. Dustin up top. Evans shot blocked in front. It's loose there and skated away. Nice move in front there, but Honan sticks aside the loose puck. And again into the slot. Pearson gets it away. It was Bonk on that little nifty move. Jordy Bonk, starting right winger. And it's Atwood in the right corner. Sparrow looking out front, stick to side. It's done in the right corner. And Colorado trying to get out. Kept in by Maganaro. And around the boards it goes behind the goal. 11 minutes to go in the first. And that puck goes up to the red line. Dunford, excuse me. She'll send it right back in. And both teams obviously haven't played in a week. That's how things work when it comes to college hockey. Weekend games, Friday nights, Saturday afternoons oftentimes. And for Colorado, they're coming off of a long, long trip all the way over to Amherst. But they've looked good so far. Here's a chance for UMass. That's blocked away. Zhu shot that one. It's done in the corner. Dunn looking out front. Almost was a shot made there. Dunford, she'll shoot. It's blocked away. And 10 minutes gone in the first period. Colorado will ice it.
And John, I mentioned it before, we've seen some pretty good action, and you talked about the play in the neutral zone. That's one thing that I might be critical of UMass last game. It seemed like there was a little bit of knock hockey, if you will. I don't really want to call it that, but there was a lot of loose pucks, and there wasn't a ton of puck battles won. Now, on the other hand, you're seeing UMass getting involved, finding a way to strip pucks free, but also give Colorado credit. They're doing a nice job so far in this early game. We're just 10 minutes through. Some great action on both ends.
UMass will win the faceoff back to Bennett. She shoots, blocked away. Rebound, Karlstein. Her shot was blocked in front there. A great block. And now it goes up top again. Bennett's shot is blocked again. Nice move, trying to get around the UMass players, but it's cut off at the red line into the gear of Karlstein, who has to almost kick it out of her pants. And along the right far wall. Colorado takes it over. A shot by them is saved by Honan. For the whistle.
John, how about Honan? Comes into this game. That's her fourth save on the day, and she's seen a lot of grade A opportunities. Not a ton of shots. She had one go off the iron, the goalie's best friend, but right there, top of the crease, challenging the shooter. Really nice save from her.
And Colorado gets it back for a shot, blocked aside by Honan. That's a great save right there, kicked it out of the crease. But here comes UMass once again. It's Itel. Her shot is saved by Watson. And here come the Buffaloes once again. Wallace skating hard up the left side. Her attempted shot stick to side by Honan. Evans will send it around to the right. Cut off there. And it's loose in front. Wallace, her shot flutters away. UMass once again sends it up the ice. Inadvertent contact there with Arguin and Wallace. We play on.
And John, earlier in the season, you talked about Honan for UMass. Head coach Bill Wright told us that he has tremendous confidence in both these two goalies. He's not afraid to go to them in a tandem, whether it's Matthews or Honan. They both see time in the crease, and when they slot in, he expects them to make big saves, and so far she's done a really nice job of that. If you're UMass's D-men, I think they have to be a little bit stronger in the middle of the ice. The Buffaloes are doing a nice job getting to the inside, establishing some strong position. But overall, UMass, with Honan in net, have looked pretty solid, and they've had some opportunities of their own. That one's just deflected on net.
And the puck will go over the line once again. We had chances for either side as Ewald tried to make a nifty move right there, cut off by Dustin. Bonk will drop it off to her defense. And Colorado will send it right in. Lila Roach for Pearson. Pearson to Dustin. Up for Zhu. Skating towards the loose puck. She's not going to win the race, but fights for it still as her team goes for a chance. Joanna Zhu making things happen. the young freshman from British Columbia. Zoo in the left corner. Cuts back towards the top. It's Bennett. She'll shoot wide.
Yeah, John, one thing about Zoo is she's an animal on the puck. She really does a nice job of establishing herself. Not a big player, like you said, just a freshman, but she's hard to pry the puck from.
Here comes Colorado once again. They'll send it in and change. Bonk has definitely had the majority of the chances for the Buffaloes, and there's a chance right out front. Honan had to make a save. The puck's loose behind the goal and skated away by Lily Sparrow. Colorado tries to regroup in their own zone. Here they come, and another outlet pass doesn't connect. Little to Dunford. She leaves behind the puck, and she's pressured along her own bench there. And it's sent in deep. Itel to the near wall, sent out front, and skated away by UMass. Here they come, 3-on-2. Well, that's Little. She'll skate to the right and leave it there for a shot that's blocked. And here comes Colorado once again. 6 minutes to go in the first. Backhand chance in front. Honan stopped it. And here's Brianna O'Neill pushing the pace. She skates around her own player and sends it in.
And how about that save from Honan there, John? The Buffalo player was driving in on the backhand. She stays pretty tight to her near post. Able to, I'm not sure if she got a stick on it, if she poked it away, or she was just so strong in her own crease. She's been tested early here tonight, John, and UMass can thank her. She's been solid so far.
Mary Honan, just a solid goalie. She has, good positioning. That's what we've seen from both UMass goalies. Good hand placement with her glove. Stays center to the puck. A great goalie for UMass, but here comes another chance for Colorado. Ewald is poked off the puck. Nice play by Lila Roach. Puck goes to the near side. And UMass looks to regroup. But it's cut off right there. And Fischelli has a chance, and it's saved by Honan. Couple times now, UMass has turned it over in their own zone, allowing for a Colorado chance. Mary Honan says no.
And that was absolutely dangerous. It was bonked to Fischelli on the doorstep, and Honan came through. That's what we talked about, John. She plays really far out on her crease. You could see her there. That was a really big save. We've got 5:05 left here in this first period.
And another chance for Colorado. That shot goes wide. And Pearson trying to catch Colorado deep, but not going to happen. It comes back to Honan for the whistle. We have 50 viewers on YouTube. I think that's a high for us. So we said it earlier, but thank you all for tuning in. This wouldn't be possible without all the fans.
We've got to turn that camera around to see the smile on my face. That is delightful. We are so happy and appreciative of everyone tuning in. As always, we've mentioned this before, but you guys deserve all the thanks. We thank you. We got a great game, too.
Puck is sent up the far side, and that will not go for icing. Colorado up top. It goes, and a chance to shoot is blocked. Maganero skates it up the far side. She'll send it in deep and go for a change with 4:14 remaining in the first frame. Fairla can't get past UMass there, but O'Brien can. She'll skate into the zone, but she's offsides.
John, I'll tell you what. If we can hit 100 viewers by tonight, I'll put on a Boston Bruins jersey and wear it to class on Monday. How about that?
All right. We're halfway there. That's risky.
It's dangerous as a New Yorker.
All you need is like a Fight Massachusetts page to share it, and you're cooked.
Are you implying something here?
But Colorado in their own zone, trying to get out. And here they come. Sticked in. And nice play by Aaron Bennett to cut off that chance. Sparrow off the boards to Zoo. Zoo backhands it into the zone. And almost cut off there by Carl Stein. It just barely goes over the line. Oh, and she goes down hard. UMass bench wanted a penalty.
And that's something that we saw a lot of during the Northeastern game, John. We saw a lot of penalties. So far, the refs are letting these two teams play.
And we oftentimes see a chippy game, even though you're not really supposed to make body contact. But here's Bonk, makes a move on the left. Has it on her backhand. She looks out front. Ewald couldn't grab it. It goes to the right side once again for Bonk. She has her stick lifted nicely by Dunford, and that allows UMass to clear it. Or Shapiro made the stick lift there. Maya Shapiro. But it's O'Neill in her own zone. 2:33 to go. Brianna O'Neill has open ice ahead of her, has Gromko on her right. O'Neill shot blocked, tries to get it back, but it's nicely cleared. There's Sarah Dunford. She'll send it in deep. Colorado slows it down, just inching closer to 2 minutes to go in the first period. Fischelli tries the self pass, cut off by Dunford. She'll bank it off boards into the zone. And right back out. Hairston grabs it. Sends it for Fischelli. And she looks across the ice, and a shot is saved by Honan. Once again, great position for Honan. Another shot blocked in front. The rebound comes back to the corner. Atwood. She'll send it in front. Honan, I think, had to make the save. That time she wasn't to her post. Almost was able to get a bad angle shot to go for Colorado. UMass.
That might be on net, John.
It is. We saw that a couple times against Northeastern, and they elect to take the whistle. Watson in goal for Colorado.
And that'll provide an offensive face-off for UMass. To the right of Watson, they've got Dustin on the dot. She's going to be on our weak side. She loses that one back to the right corner.
Pearson looking to grab it. She can't, and here comes the Buffaloes once again. It's to the corner. Aaron Bennett pressuring there. And here's Colorado looking out front. It goes just through the crease, wide of the left post. And right back out front, Honan holds the post. And Pearson sends it over the line. Kennedy Pearson turns it over. And here is Bonk. She tries to grab it, can't get past Maganaro, who made a great defensive play. Counting 3 or 4 turnovers in the UMass zone, almost leading to Colorado's scores with 30 seconds to go in the first period. Lily Sparrow looking for one last rush for UMass before we go to intermission. That puck goes down the ice with 20 to go. And down goes a Colorado player, and that's going to be a penalty on UMass. A trip.
And that's going to be on Joanna Zhu. John, I just don't agree with this penalty. We've seen this happen a lot. A player will kind of check the midsection or the pads of a defender, and that defender goes down this time for Colorado. That brings up a tripping penalty. I think that's just a soft call. And right now it's a big spot in the game. 17.7 seconds left, no score. About to close this first period out. UMass going to have to send on their penalty kill 1 unit, and that'll bring out Brianna O'Neill to center. They're going to have to dig down here. Honan knows how important it is. It starts with winning the faceoff. That's really what they have to do here, John.
And some confusion for UMass with who's supposed to be on the ice. But they'll drop the puck in front of Honan with 17.7 to go. O'Neill wins your faceoff,
That's
Jacob.
a big win, John.
Oh, and it's gotten back to Colorado, and they'll have a chance to shoot. That's blocked by O'Neill. Looked like O'Neill won it, but it was taken over by the Buffaloes. 5 seconds to go, and it comes up top, and they're going to run out of time to end the first period. So through 20 minutes, John Ruggiero, Jacob Repper. This is an odd angle for us, Jacob, but what do you like in the first period?
Liked a lot of things. I think it was just great play on both ends. I think both teams did some really nice stuff. UMass has to clean it up a little bit in their own end. We've seen a couple of sloppy passes as well. But on the forecheck, they've done a nice job. A lot of really juicy rebounds on Watson. Keep that in mind as we progress in this game because she hasn't had very much good rebound control going to this one. We're going to get a chance to talk to Bill right at intermission, but big couple 2 periods ahead, John. It's been a great tempo to this game.
It sure has, Jacob. Just real quick, what can UMass do to sort of clean up these mistakes? So we saw it against Northeastern. We're seeing it now. Some bad turnovers.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's communication. I don't think we've heard a lot of it. Usually you can hear when the players communicating in their own end. It seems like everything's just a step off. If they start communicating more, if the D can instruct the play, better transitions and breakouts up the ice, I think that's going to help them out in the long run.
All right, so for our WMUAX listeners, we're going to send it to Zeke, John, and Jonathan in the studio. For you, those of you on YouTube here, we're just going to send it to a break, and we'll be back for the second period of play on 91.1 WMUA Sports, the home fort for all your favorite Minutemen and Minutewomen sports. YouTube here. There we go.
That was smooth, John.
Yeah, very. Jacob, you talked to Bill Wright during the intermission. What did he say?
Yeah, talk to Bill Wright. He seems content with the first period, but he knows there's more out there out of his girls. He thinks they started off the period really well, but they started to get a little sloppy towards the end. He said they need a back check better. They didn't do that well, especially towards the second half of this period. He said this importance of this penalty kill right now is going to be important for them to get off on the right start.
And we're back underway for the second period. About 1 minute and 30 seconds to go on the Joanna Zhu tripping penalty, and UMass pressuring Colorado in their own zone. It's Brianna O'Neill in the left corner. O'Neill skates up the wall and back now to the corner. Wasting time. The bench makes some noise, loving what they're seeing from Brianna O'Neill, and she comes loose with the puck behind the goal. That wasted just about 20 seconds for Colorado.
Yeah, let me tell you, John, my nickname for O'Neill is just Nails. She is Nails. Able to get pucks in deep, rock solid, taking the body there too. Really good puck protection. Excuse me.
And here is Colorado again, under a minute to go in the power play. Fischelli tries to find Rouse, and it is sent over the line. Gromko trying to push the pace, but it's Ewald who grabs it and sends it to the left. Furla, shot, Honan, glove save.
And also Coach Wright said he's happy with how Honan's been playing. I think she's been strong in the crease. Nothing that he wants to see her do any better, but again, UMass in their defensive zone, they've been under some duress, and a lot of that is a testament to how quick this Colorado team. Look at that, right off the draw and a shot on net, or at least close to it.
Now 30 seconds to go on the power play for Colorado. O'Brien in the neutral zone. Goes all the way back to their own zone. 25 seconds now. And Colorado wasting their own time. But here they come now. It's O'Brien. She'll make the entrance on the right. O'Brien looking across to Wallace, and now it comes up top. 8 seconds to go on the penalty. Colorado in the UMass zone. And Maganero pressures the Buffaloes. Power plays over. Colorado looking for one more chance. O'Brien, shot, glove save, Honan, rebound, gloved for the whistle.
And almost some chaos there from UMass. You saw Zhu, when the penalty expired, she went to the bench. Usually the golden rule is on the PK, when it's in your own zone, you go out. When it's in the offensive zone, you can go to the bench, get a fresh change on there. But luckily, thanks to Honan, strong in her crease, makes the glove save, smothered the rebound. Almost 2 minutes into the second period here. Good kill from UMass.
Colorado wins the faceoff. Rouse shot sticked away by Joanna Dustin. She'll skate up the ice on the left. She backhands it deep. Raymond behind her own goal. Rouse grabs it. She'll send it up the left side. 2-on-2 up the ice for Colorado. Joanna Dustin comes back into the zone looking for the back check, and that's, like you said, Jacob, one of the things UMass needs to work on as the puck goes out of play.
Yeah, and you saw it there. That's a great back check from Little. Getting back into her own side of play. Puck goes out of play. It'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Buffaloes. And there you see the Bryant men's club hockey team along the far glass. John, UMass men's club hockey team playing next after this. A lot of hockey in the air. UMass men's team as well, playing Bentley tomorrow.
Yep. It's a fun time of the year. Hockey season just beginning. I wish we could be in Waltham tomorrow, but we can't.
Yeah, why can't we?
Good question. Bonk shot save, Honan, and she gloves the rebound once again. She's had a little bit of trouble just gloving it cleanly, but is able to jump right back on it for the whistle.
Yeah, that was kind of a tricky one because she was kind of going to her backhand there. Usually they'll take that to the midsection, but able to get on the rebound. And, John, that's another thing. Your D-men, their job is to keep the rebounds from going in as well. So they've been strong in front of her, not letting a lot of Buffaloes get in and cause a ruckus.
Puck goes to the right corner, and Evans sticks it up to Gromko. Gromko looking for Arguin, first line out there for UMass. Arguin takes down a Buffalo, sends it out front. Gromko's one-timer went wide. Bonk makes a move, sends it out. Fischelli trying to get around Evans. She has it on her forehand for a shot that goes over everything, out of play.
I think Honan might have gotten a piece of that, John.
Yeah.
That was a sharp angle shot in a rocket. I couldn't believe how quickly he got on net.
Yeah, that was a great shot right there. Not sure if she would have had the angle regardless, but over 3 minutes gone in the second period. Colorado with 14 shots, UMass with 8. So UMass on their back foot a little bit here to start this second period. But not if Hannah Gromko has anything to say about it. She tries to chip it up the left side. There's a hit made. No call coming. Right in front of us.
You have to know how to toe that line, John. Isn't that right?
Yeah. And the refs usually are a little bit more lenient than, well, maybe they should be. But here comes Colorado once again. Puck goes behind Honan. She can't stop it. Wide open net. But it goes behind the goal. And UMass trying to regroup. 4 minutes gone in the second period. Karlstein over to Shapiro. And now it's Karlstein in the Buffalo zone. Shapiro shot blocked. Rebound to the far wall. And it's sent out to the stick of Roach. And sent right back in. UMass trying to grab it. Not much happening in this second period. John Ruggiero, Jacob Repper along with you. Pearson trying to come away with the loose puck. Roach looking for it, saved on the line by Julia Williams, and she'll kick it to the corner. Rouse pressured by Williams. Now to the far side, Wallace sends it out.
And John, the big thing for UMass right now, they just haven't been able to get a lot of shots on net. Just 8 on the game. The Buffaloes have 14. Not having a ton of trouble getting into the offensive zone, but like you see right here, Buffalo just getting it right out. Now they might have numbers the other way.
Almost offsides were the Buffaloes, but almost a breakaway as well. Nothing came of that chance. Puck along the end wall, sent around to the far side. Dunn sends it out. UMass looking to push the pace. Sparrow and Joanna Zhu just offsides. And I got to say, that was the correct call.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Real frustrating. Sometimes you just get antsy.
Yep.
You want to get involved, and Zhu had herself a pretty strong game so far. Just a couple inches too far.
She kind of had her like right foot in the air. If she put it down on the ice, might have been onside if she dragged her foot behind her. But Colorado takes control and sends it in.
And John, now that you bring that up, I'm not sure what the rule is here, because in the NHL they switched the rule to you're allowed to have the leg up and
Really?
no foot on the ice. I believe so. If the back foot trailing, it can be off the ice as long as it's straddling the goal line.
Huh.
I'll look into it for you. How about that?
Sounds good. Look forward to hearing that. But here's Joanna Zhu. Makes the entry on the left. Has it on her backhand. Looking for redemption after she was just off sides. It's stuck in the corner. Abby Dunn digging for it as well. Still in that corner. As the clock continues to wind down towards 13 minutes to go in the second period. Taken over by Colorado. Nice self pass by Bonk. Looking for a 2-on-1, but she can't control the puck. Itel sends it to the far side. Abby Dunn. Now Joanna Zhu. Zhu makes the entry. Cuts towards the middle. Has it on her forehand as she cuts back to the point. Can't get it deep. And Zhu has to change badly. Brianna O'Neill dumps it in. Left behind for UMass there, and a bad angle shot. Tried to bank it off Watson. Aaron Bennett regroups. O'Neill to Gromko with some speed. Hannah Gromko leaves it back for O'Neill. She shoots. Glove save and a whistle.
And John, I think the real question mark right now is what does UMass have in Watson? They don't really know. They've had a decent amount of shots on net, 9. They throw one on net there from O'Neal. It's just a little too high. But she hasn't been tested very much, and that's what Coach Wright said in the intermission as well. They need to find ways to get more pucks on net.
Only 9 shots for UMass compared to Colorado's 14. As Arguin grabs the loose puck behind the goal, but she leaves it behind, and it's Gromko, the reinforcement. Left in the corner there. O'Brien behind the goal line over to Wallace. Wallace sends it down. That puck was played with a high stick, but we play on. O'Brien pressured from behind by Karlstein, and she can't take control. It goes over the line for Buffalo. Nice play by Erin Bennett, stepping off of her line to make that defensive play. Allows for Arguin to change. Shapiro stuck along the far side and poked ahead by Colorado. A shot that is saved by Honan easily. And Mary Honan has looked good so far. 15 of 15 saves, and we've talked all the time about the tandem of Honan and Matthews. Best friends, if you will, in the crease for UMass. Puck along the left corner. And it comes around to the near side. Rouse also in that right corner now, pressured by Evans. Rouse goes down. Dustin sends it to the far side. Both teams trying to break through here at the Mini Mullins Center. John Ruggiero, Jacob Repper in a 0-0 game. UMass once again is offsides.
John, we've got 56 tuning in.
I don't think we're going to reach the 100, unfortunately. But
yeah, that's our highest number of the night. Just 27 to go. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm pretty bad at calc.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's, if you're wondering why I was way off on that.
I still don't know why you're taking a calc class. But
Gen Eds, man, Gen Eds.
I didn't have to take one.
That's hogwash. Don't give me that. I don't want to hear it.
Rouse sticks it deep. Almost halfway through this second period. It comes out front. Ewald shot saved by Honan. Honan not feared at all by this Colorado attack.
Ewald gets stonewalled by Honan in the high crease. That's a great save from her. Really juicy rebound out in front on her forehand as well. The lefty and Ewald just nowhere to go. You saw she tried to lift it up, but great goaltending presence from Honan.
Here's Rouse again, still on the ice for the Buffaloes. It's sent out front. Fischelli couldn't get a stick on it. It comes to the right point. Rouse, she'll flip it to the right corner. Fischelli there, leaves it behind. Lily Sparrow banks it off the boards for Zoo. Zoo had Abby Dunn on her right, but it goes to Rouse. Now back to Shelby Little, the assistant captain, one of the assistant captains for UMass. She'll send it deep. Rouse behind the goal. Fischelli banks it off, boards and out. Roach can't field that pass, and that allows Ewald to make the break into the zone. She'll cut back, sends it through the slot. Can't connect with Fischelli. Abby Dunn can't clear just yet. 9:50 to go in the second period. Abby Dunn circles back. Shelby Little. Up the far side, Sparrow to Zoo. Zoo with some speed, has Dunn on her left. Dunn into the slot. She shoots, blocked. Here comes Colorado once again. Watson can't get around Shelby Little. The puck is right there, and offsides. UMass was making a change.
And John, that's frustrating because that was probably their best opportunity, maybe of the night, at least in scoring opportunities. And probably their only odd man rush. We've seen the Buffaloes have a couple. That was their juiciest opportunity. And it's frustrating also because Dunn is a right-handed shot. She received that on her backhand, nothing she could do. She tried to get it onto her forehand. If that's a left-handed shot, that might be in the back of the net.
Here comes Colorado once again. Puck goes to the far boards. Bennett. And O'Neill can't take control. A shot, save, rebound. It's no goal, the washout signal. And it looks like the puck was perhaps batted with a glove into the goal. Is that the signal I was seeing?
I think they're calling a hand pass here. I think that's the right call. And Colorado is elated. They thought they finally got one. A lot of bodies in the crease. You see it as well. The faceoff will come outside the offensive zone. Also, John, if you close your hand on the puck in the crease, it is a penalty shot. They did not do that there. It was just a swatting motion. Faceoff outside the zone. UMass avoids potential disaster.
And now a penalty for a hook
and
on UMass.
That's going to go on Gromko. They gave her the hooking right off the faceoff. You see Colorado pretty hyped. They have themselves a prime scoring opportunity, a 2-minute power play, 9 minutes left in the second period. And Bill Wright will bring out his power play 2 unit. And face off to the right of Matthews. Sorry, John.
You're good, Jacob. And I was just going to say about that no goal, it's not reviewable. So that's the point here. The only video of this game is the one you're seeing, at least those of you on YouTube. But here's a Colorado power play. The puck goes through the slot, now up top to Atwood. Atwood making some moves, gets it down to the right corner for Shelley. In front, Ewald scores! Ewald breaks this one open, 1-0 Colorado.
And just like that, the Buffaloes go tic-tac-toe and get themselves the first goal of the game on the power play, John. Started from just an innocent face-off in the neutral zone after the goal that they thought they had was whistled back for a hand pass. And they didn't waste much time at all. Just 16 seconds into that power play, they cash in. UMass finds themselves trailing 1 home here in the Minnie Mullins Center.
We'll go back to 5-on-5 play, and Colorado looking for more. A shot blockered aside by Honan. And it was an incredible shot by Ewald. Jacob pretty much unsavable for Honan, right over her right shoulder. Kennedy Pearson is cut off at the blue line, sent right back in by Dunford.
John, I think that's a great point. I didn't bring that up. She couldn't do anything on that.
Yep.
That puck had eyes the whole way. Honan, nothing she could do. Just a tremendous shot from Ewald.
UMass is delayed offsides. I don't think they know it, but it does not matter. They'll send it right back in. Behind the goal of Watson. It's nasty over the blue line. And here's Karlstein. Right dot, shot, save, rebound, just wide. And Colorado looks to have taken a hooking penalty of their own.
Get pucks in front and good things will happen. UMass just found that out. 2-on-1 kind of below the hash mark. They get a really nice rebound off the pad of Watson. And I'm not sure which Minutewoman player it was, but she got hooked in the process. Probably would have been a goal again as well, but she was a righty on her left side, so it was on her backhand. Nevertheless, she draws the power play, the penalty, and UMass with an offensive zone faceoff.
Rowan Nasty to the box for 2 minutes. And here's Shelby Little on the power play, across to Dunn, back to Little. Now to the right side, Roach, and back to Little. She'll shoot. It's saved by Watson for a whistle.
And you just saw right there, John, UMass is trying to establish position in front of Watson. She's seen a lot of these pucks. And they have themselves an offensive zone faceoff. We'll see what they make of it here.
1-0 the score in favor of Colorado. UMass looking to tie it. Lila Roach across the zone. Dunn shot blockered into the goal! A fluky goal for Abby Dunn. Puck luck for UMass. It popped up and into the net. 1-1.
Buffalo with a power play goal. UMass answers back with one of their own. The puck slid up the ramp of the Buffalo hockey stick over the helmet of Watson and into the back of the net. Like you said, John, puck luck is right, but when you do the little things, those tend to go your way. UMass is elated on the bench. You see Bill Wright clapping. He just said right there, keep it up. Keep up the tempo. And we've got a good hockey game. 7:10 left.
They don't ask how, they ask how many. UMass certainly will take it. 1-1 the score. Just over halfway through this game.
And quite the crowd here, John. This building got the loudest it's been in quite a while.
And in a period where it's been all Colorado, they take an untimely penalty, and the momentum goes the way of UMass. But not if Shelley has anything to say about it, but a nice play there by Shelby Little, and I believe Colorado's offsides. Honan has saved 18 of 19. Watson has saved 11 of 12. McCloskey and O'Neill on the draw. UMass eventually comes away with the puck. Aaron Bennett looking for Gromko, cut off at their own blue line. O'Neill takes control. She'll skate behind the goal and fire it off glass, out of the zone just barely, and she'll get it back. Brianna O'Neill backhands it deep. No icing. Gromko looking to grab it. O'Neill in the corner, skates past it. Buffalo clears. And here they come into the zone, and that is not tripping. And you agree with that, Jacob?
I'd have to see it again, John. I didn't think it was. I think she just caught an edge, but
yeah.
Bennett's stick did get in there. They usually call that.
I was fully expecting a penalty. Honan saves a shot from the point. Colorado pushing the pace here once again, and fending on the pass was Colorado, and here's Hannah Gromko. Breakaway Gromko. Gromko's shot saved by Watson. The rebound goes behind the goal. Gromko's got it back. She's pressed up against the boards. Joanna Dustin grabs the loose puck. UMass trying to break the tie. And the puck behind the goal as things settle down. Great chance for UMass.
Yeah, John, that thing was just breakdancing on her a little bit. Just couldn't settle down at all. That's frustrating because Gromko was off to the races. She's such a strong player on the puck. She's going to want to have that one back, even though it was a great effort and great back check from the Buffaloes to give her a little bit of pressure.
Under 5 to go in the second period. Here's Maganaro for Pearson. Pearson up the left side. She'll make the entry. Pearson on her backhand, pressured by Raymond. It goes to the left corner. The captain skies it out. Evans first to it before the puck reached the goal line. No icing. Williams can't grab that from Atwood. She'll backhand it deep. Maganaro plays it off boards looking for Evans, but Atwood will step up from the point. And Colorado eventually comes away with it, but it goes out of the zone. UMass banks it out. Nasty sends it right back to the stick of Maganaro, who sends it up for Maya Shapiro. Shapiro shot gloved easily by Watson for the whistle.
And to everyone tuning in, I believe we do have a live comment section feature on YouTube, so we appreciate any and all feedback. Obviously, this is a new thing for us, so if anyone is out there and wants to type something in, give us some sort of advice, criticism, you name it, we'd appreciate that tremendously.
Colorado will win the face-off. Well, we have had a couple comments, Jacob, if you want to run through those in a second. As for Shelley, shoots, save Honan. And Sparrow gets it out of danger. Bonk in her own zone. Over the line it goes. Ewald, who scored the goal for Colorado. Fischelli grabs the loose puck, pressured by Roach. Dunford can't send it over the line. And the puck right out front. Honan sticks it aside. And here comes UMass. Abby Dunn has Zoo in front of her. Dunn skates into the zone on sides. Abby Dunn cuts back, looking for help. Most of UMass is changing. Joanna Zoo, the reinforcement. It comes to Bonk, who sends it to Fischelli. Now 2-on-2 up the ice for Colorado. A nice through the legs move by Fischelli. Backhand in front through the crease. That would have been some highlight. But here comes UMass back the other way. Gromko tries to chip it middle. And here's Little. She shoots. It's saved by Watson. Back and forth we go. It goes to the left corner. Now up top, Gromko sends it, or tries to send it back to that corner, but Colorado skates it out. Here's Wallace. Hard stop. Spinning with the puck and turns it over. UMass, Gromko again looking for a breakaway chance. Gromko into the slot. She can't get the puck in the back of the net. She had it wide open, just went a little bit too far out in front of her. Couldn't shoot it on.
And how about Gromko, John? Both sides of the ice going back and forth. That was an amazing opportunity. And, John, this game has ratcheted up quite a bit.
Colorado just had another opportunity there. And that will go for a whistle. So,
but yeah, if you don't mind, I unpack that a little bit for you, John.
Go ahead, please.
Gromko, 2 breakaways almost. One went off the edge of her stick, one she couldn't bury, and she's been skating with so much wheels. And at the other end, Fischelli for the Buffs went behind the back through the legs. She's skating really quick tonight. UMass has to keep an eye out on her.
And we're seeing your comments. We'll go over them right before we head off for the intermission break. Just want to say thank you to all of you listening, whether you're a Colorado or UMass fan. But it's Pearson who leaves it for Dustin. UMass looking for a 2-on-1 of their own. Dustin has Williams on her left, and a nice play by Rouse to poke it off Dustin's stick. Pearson with the forecheck. Goes behind the goal for Colorado. Under a minute to go in the second period. Tied at 1. John Ruggiero, Jacob Repper. We're in for a brilliant finish to this one as Colorado almost turns it over. It's Roach stepping from the blue line. She loses control. It goes to the right corner. Pressed up against the boards there. Digging for it under 30 seconds to go now in the second period. Comes loose to Shapiro. She'll look out front. It's there. And Carl Stein was a bit too tangled up to shoot that one. 15 seconds for Colorado. They'll make the entry on the right. They get off the boards. Around it goes behind Honan. And a funky bounce. Fischelli shot blocked. Rebound. Ewald blocked again. 4 seconds to go. Carl Stein says no. That ends the period. So a fun-filled second period. John Ruggiero, Jacob Repper. Jacob, what'd you see towards the end there?
I saw action at both ways, John. This was a fast period, especially towards the end. When UMass got that goal, things ratcheted it up a lot. The tempo was back and forth. And I think what Coach Wright said in the beginning, saying they have to back check a little bit better, I think that's right. I think they did a really good job of it. And in net for UMass, Honan has been strong. Both teams with 1 power play goal each. I think they're going to look for something a little bit more on the 5-on-5 play. But this game might come down to just 1 goal.
It sure might, Jacob. We saw a tie last week for UMass, so inching closer towards perhaps some extra time here at the Mini Mullen Center. Just want to get to a couple comments here. Lisa O'Brien says, thanks to the announcers, much appreciated. Thank you for tuning in. A couple Let's Go Buffs comments. Anne-Marie Gromko says, love the commentary. Thank you so much. Gromko has been all over the ice tonight. And Mike Dupuis says, great job, fellas. So thank you all for tuning in. Just under 60 viewers, Jacob.
It's tremendous, John. It really is. And I do want to point out, I think it's worth saying, We didn't have many of the Buffalo players coming into this one, if any. In fact, they gave us the names and numbers just before. The website isn't exactly up to date. It's not knocking anyone, but as a broadcaster, it's very hard. So if we seem a little biased in the lack of coverage that Buffalo is getting, just know we're going off the fly here. But that's what we do here at the home fort for Minutemen and women's sports on 91.1 WMUA. John, send us away.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Jacob. For those of you on WMUAX, you'll hear from Zeke, John, and Jonathan in the studio. And for those of you on YouTube, we'll be back for the third period shortly on 91.1 WMUA Sports, the home fort for all your favorite UMass sports. And Jacob, it should be a fun finish to this one.
Fun is right, John. I don't know what's in store, but it's going to be something good. 20 minutes left of hockey to play. Both teams with one goal. Both teams with power play goals, respectively. I talked to Coach Bill Wright during the intermission. He said whichever team wants it more is going to come out on top. Let's do it.
And we're underway for the third period. Brianna O'Neill wins her own faceoff and sends it deep. Rouse first to it along the end boards. And UMass trying to grab it. They do. It's Roach to the corner for O'Neill. Brianna O'Neill back up top. Lila Roach, she'll send it right back around the boards. Ivory Arguin looking out front, and it's there and covered by Watson. Quick chance there for UMass. And of course, the rules for club hockey here, not saying we'll have overtime. There's so much more time to play, but should we make it through overtime, there will not be a shootout. And we saw that last week with a tie against Northeastern, at least for UMass. Colorado wins the draw. Goes along the far wall for Bonk. She'll look for Ewald. She'll make the entry into the zone. Bonk makes a move. Out front, what a goal! Fischelli from Bonk. 2-1 Colorado.
How about this sequence? Bonk flying in. Nifty play, gets it to Fischelli on the back door, and she is waiting for this pass. It couldn't have come soon enough. Her eyes lit up, deposits that into the back of the net. Nothing that Honan could do on it. And that goal comes just 43 seconds into the third period.
And both goals, nothing Honan could do about it. So UMass goes down early in this final frame. And it was a beautiful play by Colorado. They'll send it down, no icing. Sarah Dunford first to it. She'll leave it behind and have to fight for it. I believe that's Hairston in the corner, also digging for it. Brianna O'Neill in to help out. It gets past McDonald for Pearson. Pearson with some speed up the near side. She'll make the entry and just sends it wide of the goal. 25 shots for Colorado. 2 of them have found the back of the net. 18 for UMass. 1 has gotten past Watson. Wallace to Hairston, picked up by Brianna O'Neill. O'Neill to Arguin. She'll make the entry and shoot. Saved by Watson for the whistle.
Tricky little shot there from Arguin. Took a one-hopper on Watson, as it is most definitely baseball season, John. October finally here. This has got to be the best month of the year, if you ask me. You got hockey, baseball, football, you name it.
Totally. Either that or like a May or a June when, you know, baseball's in full swing and the hockey playoffs are underway and basketball playoffs are there as well. Yes, definitely a great time of the year as Gromko looks out front, sticked away, and she shoots again for another save.
Also because it's pumpkin pie season, John. That just came to my mind. Man, it's been a while.
Pumpkin pie, cider donuts. Spooky season, as they say. Arguin, her shot is blocked. You have any Halloween costumes, Jacob?
No. Last year I was Marty McFly, and that was great. I don't know what I'm going to be this year, in all honesty. You have anything in mind?
I don't. Not since I was a little kid, but
people tell me I'm scary enough. I don't need a Halloween costume.
Exactly.
I get that a lot from my mom.
Here's a puck out front, just out of the reach of Sparrow. 3 minutes gone in the third period. Another shot saved by Watson. Evans can't get it past the Colorado forwards, and they'll send it ahead. Too far, icing.
And John, just looking at our radio broadcast schedule, I believe this will be our last broadcast, at least home broadcast of UMass women's hockey, until November 8th against Michigan.
Yep.
Is that correct?
I believe so, Jacob. The Minutewomen have a long away stretch ahead of them. Thinking of baseball right now. But, yeah, they'll go out to Penn State, have a weekend off, and then also play Niagara, and come back here, like you said, November 8th and 9th against Michigan. So that should be a fun one. But here's Abby Dunn on the entrance. Dunn, she'll think about it, just skate it to the corner. Dunn for Karlstein, back to Dunn, back to Karlstein, now up to the point, Riley Evans, slap shot blocked. And here's the Buffaloes. Sandstra can't connect with her fellow forward. Evans has Dunn up the right side, but she'll elect to go left, and that goes off glass inside the penalty box, out of play.
And John, at this point in the game, one thing that I'd like to see from UMass that I haven't really seen all game, and I know it's not really their identity, but I want to see that long stretch pass. And Colorado's done a nice job of clogging the neutral zone. You have to give them credit. But the long stretch transition pass up the ice, I think if it's there, you're going to see them start to take that shot. 4 minutes in here, down 1 goal. It's been rough sledding 5-on-5 for both these teams.
Yeah, and UMass just seemingly trying to hold on at this point as they turn it over in their own zone again. It's McDonald for a shot that's saved awkwardly by Honan, and they blow it dead, but it wasn't covered up.
A little bit of a premature whistle. You see the lines woman a little frustrated at that, at herself. I think she would agree with me that she blew that a little early. Little knuckle puck action there, John. Another Mighty Ducks reference.
Yes.
It's back-to-back broadcasts, if I might add.
It looked like Honan attempted to cover it up and just didn't have it. And UMass, I think, got the better end of that whistle as another puck goes towards the front of the net. And now it's Raymond across to the right for a shot that's wide of the goal. Pearson finds Dustin. She'll bank it off boards to herself. 2-on-1 maybe with Williams. Nice play by Wallace on the back check. Colorado fans loving that one. They send it in. And now it's along the right side. Nasty. Back behind the goal line. Dustin first to it. She'll send it around the boards to Kennedy Pearson. Pearson along the near wall in her own zone. Fighting for it there. It's Maganaro. Up for Williams. Williams goes off her skate. Colorado looking to take control. They can't. Julia Williams. She'll send it deep and change. Arguin looking for O'Neill. She's got her. Brianna O'Neill behind the goal. She's pressured every which way. Now sends it out front. Gromko shot. I believe it hit Arguin in front. Nevertheless, would have went wide.
John, I couldn't tell. I thought it got through. I thought it hit the knob of the stick of Watson. But a really good opportunity for UMass there. Unable to cash in.
Here's Raymond. Takes it off boards. Looking for Stanstrut. Goes back. Gromko looking to grab her third breakaway of the night. But it's Aaron Bennett. Sends it right on goal. 13:47 to go in the third period. John Ruggiero, Jacob Repper. UMass drawing closer in shots on goal. 26 for the Buffaloes, 23 for the Minutewomen. Maganaro. Her pass is cut off by O'Brien, and she'll skate up the right side. O'Brien sticked away by Gromko. Hannah Gromko gets it out and changes. O'Brien keeps it on the line, and it's Ewald. Makes a move, shot saved by Honan. Inside out went Ewald. Honan held her ground. Mary Honan He's let up 2 goals, but both of them unsavable. But here's O'Brien with a self pass off the boards and a shot that's, I believe, blocked by Lily Sparrow. And Colorado takes a shot, blocked by Sparrow again. And UMass clears. Fischelli battling for it right in front of us here at the Mini Mullen Center. 12:25 to go. Here's Abby Dunn, makes the entry. She'll make a move and just barely loses the handle. It goes to the right corner. And now along to the left. And back the other way. Shelby Little, right point, back to the corner. Down goes Zoo. And McDonald takes control. Karlstein on her back. Ewald. And here come the Buffaloes once again on the entry. Good play by Evans to play a little bit of the body. UMass clears. Atwood, the captain, with some speed through the neutral zone. She skates into the right. Atwood off the boards, back to her stick, goes around to the left. She'll leave it there in the corner, picked up by Karlstein. She's been on the ice for numerous minutes now. She'll head to the bench. UMass sends it in. First to it, Shapiro. She goes down. 11 minutes to go in the third. UMass almost takes the control. They do. It's Dustin to Dunford. Her shot is blocked. Now Dustin again behind the goal. Pearson has Shapiro out front, but it's to the far side, and it goes into the bench for a whistle. Jacob, back and forth we go. What's it going to take for UMass to get something on the board to tie this one?
Yeah, I just think it has to be more pressure and more pressure below the goal line. You saw it right there. That was a decent shift. They got it below the goal line, but then they disintegrated a little bit in their forecheck and ability to get players below the hash marks like they have here.
Pearson tied up with a Buffalo player. Now it's Williams with a surprise shot just wide of the post. Puck goes past Maganaro and past Pearson. Here comes Nasty with some speed into the zone. She'll take a shot, sticked up high, watch out, loose there. Pearson gloves it down to her stick. We saw one of those go in the goal for UMass earlier on that same net.
I was thinking the same thing, John.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
The puck is in the right corner. And taking control by Gromko. She has Arguin up the ice with some speed on her backhand. Tried to cut towards the net. Sends it out front. Gromko! Saved by Watson. The puck was just going a bit too fast for Arguin there. Pushed it a little bit too far ahead of her.
Yeah, I was waiting for Arguin to turn the corner. She had the speed to do so, but it slipped off the toe of her stick. Give her credit, though. She found the next opportunity, centered it out in front, but Watson strong in her own crease. She's been difficult to sneak one by tonight. Hasn't had to move left to right very much either, John.
As we hit 8 o'clock on the East Coast, 9:30 to go in this one. Wondering what time it is in Colorado. It's probably like 6 o'clock as Gromko can't take control. Colorado clears. Is it 3 hours or 2 hours?
I thought Colorado was one.
No, it's not one.
Is it Central Time?
Look at us, two geography guys.
I'll let you know. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Texas is one. And if Colorado's north of Texas, it might be
right.
one. I'll let you know. Hold on. We're going to get this fact checked. Stay with us, folks.
Live fact checking from Jacob Reppert. Face off, right dot. Colorado wins it. Goes to the far left corner. Digging for it there is both teams. O'Neal digs it loose up top. Bennett slap shot wide. Probably intentionally wide. And it's sent out. Dunford at the red line. She'll send it off her fellow Minutewomen. And it comes loose to Arguin. Fortunate bounce to Arguin. Her shot is saved by Watson for yet another whistle.
Yeah, John, after a deep research project, I realize it's a 2-hour. Oh, we've got people commenting?
Yep.
Oh, thank you very much. What's his name? Shout him out, John.
Couple people, Susan Atwood, Mike Dupuis,
How about that?
and D.W. Grant.
Have you ever been to Colorado, John?
I have not, but I'm going to Las Vegas next weekend for some UMass hockey, so I believe that's three hours.
That is 3, correct.
There we go.
I've been to Montana and Wyoming, never to
Really?
Colorado, though. It's gorgeous out there in the Midwest.
Yes. A little bit too hot for my liking in Las Vegas, though, but should be a fun trip. It's Abby Dunn. Off glass it goes, back to her stick. Abby Dunn. Off end boards to Sparrow. McDonald digs for it there. It goes to the near wall and sent out by the Buffaloes. Joanna Zhu trying to grab it on the back check. Nice job, Joanna Zhu, to grab that one. And here she comes, Colorado player without her stick, and Zhu will shoot just wide of the post. A little bit high, too. Probably the most dangerous chance there for UMass. But here's Furla. She'll take control and shoot. Save by Onan.
And that was a good opportunity for Furla. The one-woman show. She had no supporting cast at all, able to get it into the offensive zone. A sneaky shot. She used one of the Minutewomen as a screen.
Yep.
And Honan was able to stay with it. But at this point in the game, Colorado's been skating well. UMass hasn't been able to transition very much up the ice. Colorado in the driver's seat, 7:45 left in the third, John.
Inching closer towards the end of this one. UMass looking for their first win of the year. Colorado looking to win 3 straight. Julia Williams for Dustin. Her shot is easily saved by Watson. A little flipper into the glove.
And Watson's been solid. Shots have been rather plentiful, too, as we start to pick it up here in the third period. 25 saves on the day for Watson. And like I mentioned before, she hasn't moved a lot between the pipes.
And UMass just has the puck in dangerous chances sometimes, just can't get it on goal like you see there. And that allows Colorado to go all the way to the other end of the ice with it. Evans first to it in the near corner. Pressured by Ewald. Pearson digs for it, can't grab it right out front, trying to bank it off Megan Aaron. Goes back to Ewald. Her shot high and wide.
She's got a goal already on the game. She was looking for another one. That one just whistled wide, barely missing the crossbar.
And we saw a hat trick here in the game against Assumption for UMass, although that was an exhibition, but Ewald looking for the first multi-goal game we've seen since then. It's Raymond, left side. She'll skate behind the goal to the right, wasting valuable time for UMass. Dustin around the boards to the far side, Shapiro. She gets the puck poked off her stick. Nice play by Dustin to make a defensive play, but then Evans turns it over. Most of Colorado was changing, but they've still got the puck in the zone. Here they are. A shot wide of the goal. Puck goes to the far wall. There's 5:55 to go in the third period. And closer towards the end of this one we go. Colorado still has it in the UMass zone. Of course, 2-1 the score as that shot goes wide.
And John, if you're Colorado, this is all you want to do. 5:30 left in the third. They're playing with it in the offensive zone. UMass has just looked disheveled and unorganized in getting the puck out of the zone. Here's O'Neal, one of their stronger players on the puck. And still they're struggling to find a clean transition out.
Gromko just has to backhand it out, and Colorado was able to send it right back in. Honan plays it to Evans behind her goal, and that'll go up to O'Brien. She'll send it back in deep behind the goal of Honan. Maganaro along the far wall. It's Gromko looking for Arguin onside. She is. Makes the entry on the left side. She's pressured from behind. And the puck's loose to the left corner. Gromko fighting for it there. It's loose to Arguin. She'll turn the corner and just can't get any height on the shot. But it's Dunford. Keeps it in. Under 5 to go. 4:30 to be exact. Colorado can't get it out. Kept in by Dunford with the skate. Gromko skates it deep behind the goal line. She's stuck there, waiting for some help. It's now to the far corner. And now up top for UMass to shoot, but it's blocked, and it's out to Dunford. 4 minutes to go. Arguin goes down, but she'll make the entry. She shoots. It's blocked to the right corner. Arguin behind the goal. Sparrow can't grab it. Arguin loses her glove, but now it's looking out front to Zhu. She couldn't field that pass. Zhu first to it behind the goal. She'll cut back to the left corner. With 3:40 to go in the third period. And UMass still pressuring. Sparrow again back in deep. Zhu can't grab it. UMass with some attacking time here, and right on cue, Colorado goes ahead with it. Nasty makes a move, one-on-one with Honan. Wouldn't go. Honan, blocker save.
John, that was gross. What a move from Nasty.
Nasty, if you will.
That was incredible.
Zhu centers it as her team is changing. 3 minutes to go. UMass trying to build the pressure, but Colorado is able to skate out with not much of a challenge.
And John, we haven't had a whistle in a while now. I feel like it might have been probably 8 or 10 minutes since we've had one. So Coach Bill Wright, if he wants to use a timeout, going to have to use one soon. Here's Williams.
Williams with some speed into the zone. Williams shot, saved by Watson.
Wow, Williams was flying up that far side. Probably one of the fastest stretches of players I've seen skate. 2:39 left in the third period. We'll see if Bill Wright uses his timeout here. He's not going to. Honan still in net, and he will not pull her just yet.
Face-off won by Colorado. It's sent to the far wall. Bonk. She'll send it out to Ewald, and it is sticked back in by Eitel. Here's Fischelli, cut off at the blue line. O'Neill sends it out again, but O'Brien will dump it in. 2:16 to go in the third period. UMass skates it out. Arguin trying to grab the loose puck. It's loose to Gromko on the entry. Gromko to the corner. Hannah Gromko, she's been all over the place today. And a penalty is coming on Colorado. Or is it?
I believe it'll be holding. And hold on now.
Well,
and it will be a holding penalty
yep,
on Colorado. Hannah Gromko was driving in. John, I was just mentioning the only thing that could turn this game around possibly is a penalty, and Colorado takes one there. Number 11 for the Buffs. Again, like I mentioned before, we do not have names, at least last names and first names. But UMass, 2-minute power play, 1:55 left in the third period, down 1. And John, the question for me also is, when do they pull the goaltender if they have to? This is critical.
UMass scored on a power play goal earlier in the game to tie it. They have 1:55 to go in the game to do just that once again. They'll win the faceoff. Little shot blocked in front. Rebound. Zhu looks out front, goes through the slot and out. 1:45 to go in the third period. Only 15 seconds gone on the power play. Shelby Little fumbles with the puck but gets it to Sparrow. Sparrow off the boards to Zoo. Zoo enters on the right. Joanna Zoo skates around, cuts back to the right corner. 1:25 to go in the game. Under 1:30 to go on the power play. There goes Honan.
Honan's going to go.
6-on-4 coming. Zoo digging forward in the right corner. She almost had Sparrow, but now it's to the far corner. Ivory Arguin, the extra attacker. Shelby Little to Abby Dunn. 1 minute to go in this game. Little, shot, tipped, saved by Watson. Abby Dunn, 53 seconds to go. Little to the right, Evans shot, tipped wide. Behind the goal, Sparrow, 45 seconds to go. Riley Evans to the left for Little. Little, shot, save, rebounds, loose in the slot. They're all digging for it. It's loose to Fischelli to clear with 30 to go. Towards the empty goal. It'll go wide, no icing. They're on the the penalty kill. 25 seconds to go for UMass. One last rush. Shelby Little. She'll skate it on the right. 17 seconds to go. Little out front, off a stick, gets it back. 10 seconds to go. The puck goes to the end wall. Dustin looking to O'Neill. 5 seconds remaining. Roach, shot, save, Watson. And they will blow it dead, but numerous seconds came off the clock after it was blown dead. There's .5 reading. And will they add some more time? It looks like it.
John, I took a look when that was covered and when the whistle blew. It's going to be close. I think it should be around 1.5 to 2.5. They should put extra time on this clock. If you're UMass right now, it's O'Neill. We've seen her try to go forward, and now they're going to get a timeout. I believe it was Colorado calling the timeout.
Nope.
It was UMass?
Yep.
That's what you'd think it would be UMass. But I, for some reason. Nevertheless, Coach Wright, you see him there. He's going to draw up a play. There's going to be 1.4 seconds left on the clock. And this, John, is a critical opportunity now. How's it going, folks? 1.4, O'Neill on the face-off. She's a right-handed shot. We've seen her try to go forward before. So if you're O'Neill and UMass, she has to get low. She does a really nice job of doing this. It has to be probably something towards the net. They're going to stack probably two wingers on the left side, and they're going to go forward, try to get under sticks, a juicy rebound. I don't think they have enough time with 1.4 seconds left to go back and get a shot off. Is it possible? Yes. Is it ideal? No. But Bill Wright, he knows more than me. He's going to be drawing something up. This is critical. And also, John, if you're Buffalo, as a centerman, I don't know who it is on the dot. It might be Fischelli. She's going to want to get low, and I've seen players just drop down to their knees, not let the shot get off at all, or get under the stick of O'Neill. 1.4 left. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, O'Neill is a righty, and she'll be trying to win it probably to her left, maybe to find a Kennedy Pearson, or you see Shelby Little there. But it's going to have to be, now Colorado will take their own timeout. We saw this last week, and it'll come back to us here. Some gamesmanship from the Buffaloes.
Yeah, it's called icing the other team, if you will. But
yeah.
Anyways, I want to go back to the opportunity before because there was a high deflection. I believe if that went in, that would have been whistled down for a high stick. I got a pretty good eye on it. Nevertheless, a chaotic opportunity for UMass. Swirling around the offensive zone. That was probably the best opportunities they've had in this third period. And again, John, Bill Wright, he's already drawn up his play for Colorado. This is just a game of physicality now in these final couple seconds. Who's going to be more physical? And it's going to be a loose puck. We've seen a lot of loose pucks today. Let's see what happens.
1.4 to go. Can Brianna O'Neill win it towards the middle?
You see 3 on that left side, John.
This is the game right here. The puck is dropped, and that will do it. Little got one towards the net, but it went wide, and UMass unable to tie it. Colorado comes away with the win, 2-1 the final here in Amherst.
This is a great game of hockey, John. It doesn't get much better on a Friday night. Two teams going head-to-head from pretty far away, to say the least, and I've seen a couple Colorado fans, so credit to them for coming out. But UMass, a solid effort. Coach Wright said it. They came out. They played some strong hockey in the first 10 minutes. That got away from them a little bit, and then they started to ratcheted it up towards the end. Some great opportunities. It came down to the final 1.4 seconds. And Colorado, give them credit as well. A fast team. They had their opportunities. They made the most of them. And just overall a great hockey game.
Sure was, Jacob. And Colorado, they'll be heading back west, so we wish them a safe trip. They made the trip all the way here and pretty much dominated the game. I mean, the shots total end 30-30, but I don't think that really says, how much they dominated this game today. Mary Honan did well. Watson for Colorado, she's probably the player of the game on their side, but 50 plus of you watching weren't able to get the 100, but thank you all for tuning in. UMass still head out to Penn State and then to Niagara. We'll be back on, like you said earlier, Jacob, November 8th against Michigan. So any final thoughts?
I mean, hopefully we get a chance to go on the road. Obviously,
Maybe.
we're 2 students as well, so it's a busy time of the year. But we do, again, thank everyone for tuning in. This was a great hockey game. Both these 2 teams, not sure if they're going to see each other again. I'll have to look further down the road in the schedule. But overall, a great start to the season. Women's hockey is upon us.
Sure is. So I've been John Rogier alongside Jacob Repper. Thank you so much to Miles Donato for being our cameraman today. Thank you to Zeke and John back in the studio. But Colorado wins this one 2-1 on 91.1 WMUA Sports, the home fort for all your favorite